Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday. This is my second time doing this because a piece of you-know-what cut me. Or no, I was in front of him, but he was going way too slow, and he stopped, and I couldn't get over the spikes, so I had to go around him. Jerk. Anyways, I'm on my way to work. It is Tuesday. Everybody get up, get up, get up, get up. Get your butts off to work. Be productive for today. I am going into work to do... Okay, so those of you who have gotten on my website have noticed that it still has October stuff up. So, yeah, that's what I got to do. I got to rejuvenate my whole website. And I mean a lot. And I got to do a lot of stuff on it because I've changed so much over the last few months. I'm doing so many different things. I need to announce that on my site so people know about it. So, yeah. Well, I am on my way to work, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about the election. The election and the fraud that they are finding out. I don't watch Fox 40, and I don't know anyone else who does anymore because that channel gets yelled at every time. So I don't know anybody who actually pays attention to that channel anymore. These cars are just all coming out of left field. Jesus criminy. All right. You're far. Good. Okay, so I have been watching Newsmax. Those of you who are not watching no news and want to watch some good news, watch Newsmax. Download it. It's free. Download it. Watch it. Newsmax. All right. So Newsmax has been showing a lot of these election frauds. All these areas that are important and crucial have all had voter fraud. Wisconsin, Georgia, Pennsylvania. I think they're doing Wisconsin right now. Or was it Wyoming? No, I think it's Wisconsin. But anyways, they're doing all of them. And they're actually winning cases. No, they're actually losing cases too, because there's a lot of Democrat-ran judges out there. But all they need is one. All they need is one to get it into the Supreme Court. And so they're going to do it. They're going to go after every judge and make every judge look biased. Make every judge out there. That's what they're doing. You think that they like going from courtroom to courtroom to courtroom to courtroom to courtroom and getting turned away? No, they don't. The only reason why they're doing it, and we're finding out that a lot of Republicans were paid. Like, that's freaking crazy that Republicans were paid and Democrats are being dirty and they just wanted Trump out, and that's all that mattered. See, they don't like him because of his character. Now, I've talked to you guys all about character traits all day. Trump was not put into office because of his character traits. That's not the reason why we appointed him into office, was because he could talk shit to the news media. No, that's a perk. That's a special spoof. That's Trump is talking. What shit's he going to talk today? That's what that is. It has nothing to do with why we wanted him in office. We wanted him in office because he actually does stuff. And Trump, even though he was being impeached, even though he had all this bad stuff being talked about him, even though he was going through COVID, he still was out there fighting for us. He still was out there trying to bring people home, still was trying to do things, still trying to pass laws, trying to get us our COVID money, which, by the way, because of all this fraud stuff, no one's even looking at that no more. Does anybody even care about the people who aren't working right now because of COVID? Does anybody even care about that? It doesn't even seem like Republicans or Democrats are even mentioning it. It's like, we need that extra cash right now. Why are you guys not doing something about it? It's like, and you guys think it's good on either side, either party? Like, Trump really should make up his own party. I would definitely, I'm not of any party. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I just know who did good work while they were in office. And that was not fucking Obama. That was not Biden. That was Trump. Trump was the one that made a lot of shit happen. And now Biden's going to get in there and he's going to try and undo everything Trump did, just like Trump did to Obama. But Obama's shit was bullshit. Trump's shit is actually saving us. And so Biden wants to rip everything that we've grown accustomed to. I mean, it's horrible. I want to understand how any of y'all are partying like Biden's the president. Biden cheated. If Biden gets into office, you guys, just watch. Just watch. People are not going to just sit down because there's too many people like me that know that there was fraud. There's too many people out there like me who are done, who are not going to keep their mouths shut about it. I've been silent for a little bit just because there was so much cockiness in Biden about him winning, and I was so dumbfounded. I was wondering if anyone was going to come out and say this was fraud. When they did start coming out, I was happy, but I wanted to see action. Now that I'm seeing action, I feel like I could talk about it again. And I'm letting you guys know that that race was rigged. Everything was rigged about it. And if you guys aren't watching the news, then you guys aren't being informed. You guys, and I mean good news. It's going to tell you both sides. Not CNN, who's not going to tell you nothing. Not Fox 40, who now is being fucking biased. So, Newsmax is where I get my info from. But I'm back at work again, so I rarely get to get on Newsmax. So recently I've been getting on Parler. 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 Get on it. It is a new social media for, it's a social app for social media. It's like definitely media because there's some Biden lovers and there's some Trump lovers. There's some Trump haters and Trump lovers on it. So get on it. It's good. It's not putting any, these fact checkers say that this is fake. It's not doing any of that. So get on it. It's a new social media thing, and maybe you guys will like it, and it'll be our next go-to. But I like the fact that I still get a lot of spoofs on Instagram about Trump and about Biden, a lot of support still on Instagram, but not as much as I was getting on Facebook. I now don't even pay attention to it. I get on Parler. If I want to read about what's going on and about what elections are being frauded and what mayors, governors, all of them are being rejects to people, then I'll go on Parler and find that out, because they are all the people who do pay attention to news every day, and they are writing up the most recent of, spiels, and they can echo other people's stuff. Like, you can share. It's called Echo, though. So, okay. So, yeah, I mean, it's really getting out of hand. Now the Democrats are trying to say, like, oh, okay, we all just get along. Fuck you! Sorry, I said it wasn't a cuss, but really, fuck you. The way that the Democrats have treated everybody who was not for them has been so foul. Fuck you, Democrats. I will never, ever, 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 ever say anything nice about you guys. Ever. You guys are not good. None of y'all are good. None of y'all are good. Some of y'all cheated to get even in there. I was wondering how the hell some of y'all got in there. Now I know. Now I know. Y'all cheated to get in there. Y'all need to get out. They need to find out who cheated and get them out. And I know all the squad's gotta go. That one bitch who fucking married her brother, oh my God, get them bitches out of there. They're all fucking crazy. One of them, the one that was like, we're gonna get him the fuck out of office. That one fucking woman, that had her kid with her when she was saying that shit, she was seen being disruptive when the House of Representatives or whatever were like years and years and years ago. They got footage of her being disruptive in there before she was even a congresswoman. She was just a fucking unruly ass, loudmouth fucking person that was saying stuff that they fucking liked, and so they told her, let's get you in here, because they need a new fall guy. That's all you bitches are fall guys. You're all gonna fall under the real deep state. All y'all are just puppets. That's all y'all. You say Trump is a puppet to Putin, that's stupid. Okay? So that's enough ranting and raving about politics. I'll get off that for enough time until we know that the elections were frauded. I will bring it up again and shove it all in your guys' faces. Yes, I will. I will stick a finger up your butt just to fucking make you know that fucking election happened and it was frauded and Trump won. Yes, I will. I will fucking put that up your fucking ass if you need me to put it up your fucking ass, because I will. Alright, so we're going to drop that today. Yes, I'm very fucking pissed off about it. I swear, I did not even get a chance to vote, you guys. And the very first time I voted for Obama. Very first time I voted for Obama. That's who I voted in. My very first time doing an election, going into a church and voting Obama in. Okay, I didn't vote for him the second time because I learned my lesson the first time that I don't trust the government and I shouldn't have never have voted. I couldn't vote this time. I would have. I fucking would have. Hell yeah, I would have. But I couldn't. I was in trouble. So when it mattered the most, I couldn't do it. I didn't vote this time again because I'm off of paper now. I'm not on probation no more. I'm not in any kind of trouble no more. Hence is why I went to Mexico right after I got off. But I just realized it's just, I'm gonna move to Mexico. That's what it is. If Biden gets in, y'all, I'm moving to Mexico. Y'all are gonna see me in Mexican dresses every day because that's gonna be my new attire. Anyways, you guys, I will talk to you guys later, and you guys have a good day. It is nice out. I'm wearing a jacket, but it's super hot in my car. I'm turning my heater off because I had my heater on this morning. Or maybe I'll leave it on, but I will leave it on my feet. Feet are cold still because I'm wearing open-toed shoes. That's the one last thing I do. I hate putting shoes on. I like flip-flops, I like open-toed shoes, and I like heels. That's what I like. If you ask any stripper, flip-flops, open-toed shoes, or heels. We pay a lot of money to make our feet look pretty. And so we want to keep them exposed as much as we can. And it's not easy to keep dancers' feet pretty because of the fact that we're on them in heels and stilettos for 8 hours, sometimes 12, if not more hours a day, dancing, walking around. We do not sit down. It's rare when we will sit down, but there are some ladies who like to sit too much, but unless we're the regular, then we'll sit. But I'm telling you, I'm wearing open-toed shoes, and I keep telling myself I need to put them away and get out my tennies, but I hate tennies. I need to buy me some new tennis shoes because, like, last year's are ugly. I don't buy expensive tennis shoes because I don't like tennis shoes, so I just buy any tennis shoe. And if they're cute, like they have like little kid stars on them, I'll get them. If they're like hot pinks, I'll get them. I like cute little kid looking shoes, tennis shoes, and I'll wear them, and I don't care. I'll look sporty as shit. I do not care. I wear a lot of yoga pants, but I love heels. Like when it is nice, I'll wear heels. I'll wear heels every day. I'll walk in heels on concrete, in dirt. Ladies who are dancers know how to walk in high heels in the grass, in the dirt, because we have learned to walk on the front of our feet without putting the back of our feet down. And we've learned that, and so we're very good at not puncturing the ground with our backs of our stilettos, because that could really mess up the stiletto. For those of you who have ever wore stilettos out and went outside of a strip club where the floors are not all pretty and, you know, good for those kind of shoes, but we still have to wear grip supports at the bottoms of. Those of you who have worn heels out will know Vera Wang has some tight shoes. Man, Kohl's. I go to Kohl's to get my heels, and Vera Wang's are just awesome. They got really petite, pretty shoes. Leathery looking shoes too. I like them. Not all patent leather looking. They're like really real leathery. And they're comfortable too, really comfortable. They don't give you calluses, they don't give you blisters when you first wear them. Very good. So, yes, shop at Kohl's. I shop at Kohl's and I only go to the clearance sections. The 60, the 80, the 90% off. And I've been known to buy smalls, medium, and larges of a lot of different things and just give them away because they're only $1 or $2 or $3. I don't buy anything over $3 in the 60, 80 to 90% off. And I like to shop a lot. I am a compulsive shopper, so I have to do clearance shopping or I would be broke every day because I really love to come out of the stores in 2 or 3 bags of clothes, just items, things, anything I want. And I never save them for Christmas. I was thinking about that yesterday. All the stuff I buy all year long should be put in a bag marked Christmas. Because at the end of the year, when Christmas comes, everybody's going to get like 5 presents. Because I swear, I'll give away like 50 items. And they'll be cute items too that just went out of stock. Like summer's over, winter's up, push out all the summer clothes. I'll buy them because next year I'll wear them at summer. Or I'll buy them and give them to somebody else and tell them, summer comes, you're going to look bomb in that. So, yes, I don't know how many of y'all do that, but I do that because I am a compulsive shopper. I used to be a dancer, and I used to love talking men into thinking it was their idea to take me shopping. How many of you ladies have done that before? Not make it a thing of, oh, I need stuff, but just make it seem like it was their idea. It was their idea to spoil you with a shopping spree. So, I've done that so many times most of my life. I've had wonderful Christmases for my daughter because I would con somebody in to take me shopping and they would spend $1,000 on Christmas gifts for my daughter. So, I was spoiled. I didn't need to buy myself nothing. I had everybody else buying me stuff, paying my bills. I used to tell girls, if you befriend 10 men who cater to women and give them money, and you never top hustled them, you only kept them in your pocket for $100 a week. If you asked 10 men and you got $100 from 10 men a week, that's $1,000 a week. That's $4,000 a month if you did it. Now, you couldn't do 10 men each week, the same 10. You'd have to find 40 men, but it's doable. You could even find 20 because you can alternate them. You could do the first week of December, you could do one group. Second week of December, you could do the next. Third week of December, you could do the first group. The fourth week of December, you could do the second group. So you could alternate them into who's going to give you what and what they're going to do. You can meet them for Starbucks. Make them buy you a Starbucks coffee. Tell them, you need help with the bill. You wanted to buy your daughter some new clothes or whatever for school, whatever. They'll be more than willing to help you out. You could get 20 men like that and do that every month. Men will be okay with giving you $200 a month. That is not a lot for men. They trick a lot more money than $200. And you could be honest with these men too. You don't have to have sex with them. You could talk to them. Befriend them. A lot of people don't know, but strippers are therapists. A lot of strippers are not turning the men on sexually. They're coaching them. They're teaching them. They're making their relationships better by giving them, ideas to spark up, to intrigue their marriage. Dancers are actually awesome to learn from. You just got to respect them, and that means befriend them and only befriend them. Men, befriend them. If they like you, they're gonna fuck you, okay? That's simple. If they like you, they will fuck you, okay? No money, no dinner, no nothing. If they like you, they'll fuck you. Just know that, okay? But if you act desperate, Just because you like a girl don't mean she's going to like you back right away. Sometimes you got to grow on a person. Same for a man. Sometimes you got to grow on a person. Most women will say, fuck that. If he don't like me in the first 5 seconds of me walking past him, then fuck him, he ain't worth my time. And that's kind of how I've been most of my life, but that's why I picked losers. Yes, I did pick losers, because not when I was married. Even though my husband was the biggest loser I've ever been with in my whole entire life, he was not a loser in my eyes when I first met him. I thought he had some kind of potential to change into a better man, because he was not a good man in the first place. But potential to change into a better person, which I would assist him in. Which I figured is stupid in the first place. Don't ever do that, ladies. Don't ever think that you can assist anyone in changing in any way. They've been that way for fucking ever. They're not going to change. Realize that, okay? Oh, I got to stay in this lane. Okay, so I would pick guys, when I was a dancer, I would pick guys who thought that being with a dancer was fascinating, wild, wonderful. That made them get buku brownie points. It made them automatic fucking machismo fucking men. Just made them all fucking, ego fucking testicle fucking pricks, okay? That's what kind of men I looked for. Ones that seen dancing as not bad. That way they wouldn't be insecure and tell me to stop. Because telling me to stop meant that you were going to take care of my $4,000 to $20,000 that I would make a month, depending on how many days I chose to work. I chose these men so that I could do my job good. And so I could talk as dirty as I wanted. I could say whatever I wanted. Because when I came home, I told him, oh yeah, I told this one guy I'd come home with him. As he watched in the mirror to make sure no one was following us. Because I always had someone to pick me up. Until goodness. I didn't get my license until I was 26. And I stopped dancing when I was 28. So that'll let you guys know. I danced for over 10 years. So I should let you guys know that I pretty much had someone dropping me off at work. I never went by myself, really. I never really went by myself. But I had all kinds of lies. That's why I was a liar dancer. I was the one that would tell you whatever you wanted to hear, except for, yes, I will have sex with you. Yes, I will fuck you. Yes, I will stick your dick in me. No, I never said none of that stuff, because that stuff right there will get you arrested. Or talking about money. No, I would tell them, I will meet you up after work. We can have dinner, breakfast, see where it goes after that. Just make me look busy now. Oh, well, how many dances? Spend $100 on me. I'll take $100 off of whatever money I would charge you after. That's all I would say. I never said I would have sex with them. They assumed it. I never said that I would do anything with them. I would meet them for breakfast, which dancers did all the fucking time, and they still do to this day. So I never said anything illegal that would have got me in trouble. But I said enough for them to get high hopes to give me that $100. I did that 3 times a night. That's $300. You could get things with false identities. False character traits are the best thing to do to trick somebody. Why do you think I'm trying to tell you guys about character traits now? I'm trying to teach you guys. I'm not trying to teach you bad. I'm not trying to teach you how to trick people, because I'm also telling people how to figure out you're tricking them. So if you try to learn off me and how to trick people, I'm also teaching people how to find out how people are tricking people. So go ahead, as long as you can do it until I get famous. When I get famous, your ass is not going to be able to do it no more, because everybody's going to know about character traits. I'm trying to brand character traits. I've been trying to do it since 2015 when I met my fiance, and he told me, he challenged me, he told me do it, finish your book. And I said, okay. So I did it. And he helped me get it out there. $4,000. He helped me, and he was wonderful at that. But that's all going to come with my book sales. Way was a good investment for him, definitely. I'm in the Library of Congress because I did not self-publish. Self-publishing is wonderful. You could put out so many books self-publishing. Awesome. But bookstores will be not as open to letting you do book signings because there is not a return fee. If you're not from a publishing company that says they will take the book return fee, so if a bookstore orders 50 books from you for their store and only 5 are sold, and come a year later they still have 45 books, they can return them to your publishing company, or they can return them to wherever they bought them from, which means you'll be owing returns. My book company for the first year dealt with returns. They did them for free. I didn't have to pay. Now some of my money will be taken back if there's book returns. So that's why I'd have to pay, I think, like $700 a year for book returns for my book company, Dorrance, to eat that. So that would be a good thing. Book companies, if you go through a publishing company, it's already set that the return is there. So a book company will have you out to sell books, and they will buy books from you. They'll only buy like 30 though, is what I'm finding, just because they'll keep 30 but they won't keep 50. So that's why it's good to be a publisher book in a publishing company, because they will put your book in the Library of Congress. So my book is in the Library of Congress, which means congressmen could read my book. My grandbabies will be able to read my book forever and a day if they'd go to the Library of Congress. As I say, I could do any book signings. I did a book signing like a day or two after my books came out. Like Cinco de Mayo. I did my first book signing of 2018 because my book came out December 2017. And I called Barnes & Nobles before my book came out and was available, and they said it's not ready yet. So I was jumping the gun. And then I went back on there and found out it was being accepted through Barnes & Noble, so I set up a book signing, and that was Cinco de Mayo. So I can right now get on the phone with Barnes & Noble's anywhere. I did like 8 stores back to back as soon as I got my book out. And they were fun, but it wasn't a really good experience because my book had just came out. Nobody even knew about my book. They hadn't even done the whole the coming out party thingy that they do, from the promotional things. They hadn't even done that. I hadn't even done that with my book company yet, and I was already out there trying to do book signings. So I totally did it way early. I wish I would have waited. Now I think I'm ready, but I'm kind of scared now because I'm like, well, is it going to be like last time, or is it going to actually be anybody there? Is anyone going to care? Is my book even known enough yet? Like, I'm a nonprofit and an author, yes, but as I say, since day one, I've said I'm a storyteller. I'm not an author. I've never said I was an author. I've always said I was a storyteller until someone told me, why are you calling yourself a storyteller? You are an author. Like, realistically, on paper, you say you are an author. You wrote a book. You have it in a publishing company. You are an author. So that's why I now say, okay, I'm an author, because it was told to me that it's stupid that I'm calling myself just a storyteller, because I actually have a book out. I am an author now. So I've grown accustomed to liking my author title now. But I don't know anything about books. I don't read books. I read the Celestine Prophecy. I read books about channeling. I've read books about psychics. Yeah, because I'm a total spiritual weirdo. I swear, when I was 12 years old, I had a dream about my Nana passing, and I woke up and I went to visit my Nana for a couple weeks, and when I went home, she passed. Exactly like my dream. And I sense people's energy. I sense their energy of what they're putting out. They don't even have to do anything. Their facial expressions, all that. I'm trying to teach that to everybody because I am not the only one that could do this. Everyone could do this. You just got to be able to figure it out somehow. You just got to open up your mind and say, okay, you just got to look more. Pay attention more. And I think because I've been into character traits, I'm more into other stuff. But I don't know. I haven't been into character traits as long as I've been into ghosts, UFOs, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm kind of like a weirdo, guys. I'm really much a weirdo. But I'm so much of a weirdo that if I go to psychics and I don't believe they're real, I'm like, no, she's not real. But if I go to a psychic and I feel like she might be real, I try and find ways of finding out that she's not, because I don't believe that everybody is that gifted and everybody has it. But then again, why do I? What makes me so special? So everybody has it. We just all need to be able to break into it. And I believe in learning about character traits will get you there, because it's training your mind to look at other things. You got to look out of the box. You got to look at the way people talk. Like, if you watch my videos, I'm very emotional. Look at my eyebrows. My worry lines. I mean, I'm very emotional. I talk with my eyes, with my mouth, with my hands. I'm very emotional like that. And a lot of other people are. And I think that is because they're more in tune. A lot of hustlers. And I don't mean little pocket hustlers. I don't mean little small time cigarette hustles. I don't mean little pocket pimps. I don't mean little renegades that do it for a month. I mean real live street hustlers. People who have been in the game for a long time. They've had ups and downs, and they admit their ups and downs. I've had ups and downs. I've done, before I even knew about collecting money before you do a private show, I did a private show. The guy didn't pay me. It lasted like 20 minutes, and I realized I might not get paid. I might as well ask him for the money up front. I left there thinking, I'm going to remember this house. And if you're still in it in a year, I'm going to blow it up. But back then I was a mess, and I won't do that now. But I did a bomb threat on one of my clubs I worked at. So yeah, I was bad. I was bad, people. Really, really bad. I was bad. Why do you think I'm doing what I do now? I've been living in that fast cash lifestyle. I've been in that fast cash lifestyle. I've been playing in it very good my whole life. And I've seen the damage that I've created. I've created some of those men out there that are harassing you women. I've created some of those men, and they've had babies, and they've taught them men how to be assholes. And now you got little 18-year-old assholes out there talking to your daughters in an inappropriate manner because their daddy taught them that it was okay. Women will behave badly too. I see my errors of my way. So for the rest of my life, I will be pedal pushing character traits, feeding them, force feeding them down your throat, because it is character traits that are ruining everything. Politics, character traits. Some of y'all could say, yeah, it's Trump's character traits. Who cares? Trump did not go into office because of his character traits. Yeah, his character traits are flawed. I will tell you, I love Trump as a president. I don't like him as a person. But that's okay. We don't have to like everybody. I don't hate him. I don't need to hate him. He's doing good. He is doing some things good, even though he's bad. The Grinch was good. He just had to find it, right? Trump found it, obviously, and he did some good for us. So, I'm not mad at nobody. Democrats are trying to say they're not mad at nobody. Oh, didn't I say I was going to stop talking about politics? Okay, I'll shut up. I'm once again in the Starbucks parking lot, and that's why I'm able to talk to you guys, because I'm in line. But this line is not as long. It was when I first got here, but it's going faster. So that must mean that we have better baristas. Okay, so I smoked cigarettes from 26 years old to 40. I was in jail. They put me in jail, and I had a 40th birthday in jail, and I was smoking. And when I got out, I got on ankle monitor. I couldn't go outside. I was at my daughter's, so I couldn't smoke anymore. So then I got off cigarettes. I never smoked again after I got out of jail. Never. Well, I never bought a pack. Then comes Tammy, who I can't stand no more, and Mache. And they are cigarette smokers. So when I was around them, I started smoking cigarettes again, but not buying them. But if I was around them, I would smoke. And that's not good. So this is what I'm on. Because these will get me back off it again. Because I don't really care. I don't care about these. I do care about this. I've been smoking marijuana since I was 21. I remember I was in a strip club in Panther. Beautiful black ebony queen gave me some of the best weed I've ever smoked in my life. Ever. I mean, when I was 12, I hit a joint with my older sister and the boys across the street, and I didn't inhale. Stuff like that. You know, we all do some retarded stuff when we were younger. But, like, my first obsession to marijuana was when I turned 21. After I drank, and I was like, I don't want to drink no more. Now I could do it. Now it's legal to drink. I don't want to drink no more. So that's when I stopped drinking, was when I was 21. Beforehand, I was a drinker. After 21, I stopped drinking. I was like, well, what is there? But back then it was trees. So I bought a 20 sack. I remember it. No, I bought an eighth. I bought an eighth. Because it was a big bag to me back then. And it was so beautiful, and it was so good. And ever since then, I've been smoking. So since 21, I've been smoking. When I got in trouble and I went to jail, when I got out, because my charges were import-export of a controlled substance, but I've never touched that substance. I will tell you right now, I say white drugs because I do not know the difference. It's all white drugs to me. I have never done them. Well, when I was a teenager, I do that along back in band camp. Back when I was a teenager, we were sneaking out. Me and my older sister were sneaking out with some Mexican boys. And I remember their names, but I won't give them the satisfaction of saying them out loud. But we were hanging out with these group of boys, and they were smoking something, and I seen them smoking something in foil, but that's not what I tried. I tried something in it looked like a bong, but it was not weed. And I hit it a couple times, but I was young then. Like, I was 12 up to like 15 that I hung out with those boys sneaking out, so I was young. So they just let me hit it like once or twice, and they were like, ooh, and like maybe a couple more times after that. But it wasn't like, let's do that all the time with her. No, it was like, let's see how weird she gets. So, but seriously, when I was arrested, I was like, you must have mistaken me. Someone used my name. I've never touched that stuff before. But it was export and import of a controlled substance. So, yeah. And then later I found out what it was, and I was like, okay, wrong place, wrong time. I was there. I guess I am guilty, which I was innocent, but I guess I am looked at as in guilty because of the fact that I was there and I was not talking shit like, oh, I'm out of here. This is a drug deal. Oh my God. I can't be part of this. No, I wasn't like that. So therefore I got in trouble along with them, and there was nothing to say because they didn't want to know anything about anybody else. They wanted me to snitch on myself because all the other people have already been in trouble. They were looking for me for a year and a half. So, and I'm sure that the person who really did the shit told them all kinds of shit that I was doing with them. So that's why as soon as they said this one incident, I was like, okay, guilty. Because I didn't want them to know if I had been doing anything else. This guy was involved in a lot of stuff that I was learning about. I wasn't part of. I was not part of nothing illegal other than what I got caught for. But I was learning shit. Because, you know, after I left my husband in 2013, the end of 2013, 2014 is when I got in trouble, and they were looking at me and didn't catch me until 2015. Very end of 2015 as well. October is when I got out. So it was like July. I got my birthday. So for 2 years almost, they were looking for me and they couldn't find me. But they had caught everyone else, and so they were still looking for me. And so they wanted me to snitch on myself. So I was like, all right, whatever, do whatever. I didn't even want more plea deals. I didn't want nothing. I just said, get it over with. I had no record, nothing to report. I knew I was going to ruin my teaching credentials. I knew I wouldn't be able to be a teacher no more. But I wanted to be a business owner, and I knew that was going to be hard with the record. But that didn't stop me from trying to accomplish what I've accomplished now. I just got off papers back in August, and I'm a nonprofit. I'm an author. I've done amazing things being on probation than I ever did being off. So what does that tell you? Okay, so what was I talking about? I'm about so much stuff today, huh? I'm just babbling on. I guess that's this right here. Pudding. That's what that looked like. Bill Cosby. Pudding. Alright guys, I'm bored. It's 42 minutes. I've talked long enough to you guys. I'm definitely putting this on YouTube, on my Instagram, on my Facebook, WordPress, LinkedIn, Twitter. Once I find out my password again. I've been off Twitter for a while, if you haven't noticed, because I forgot my password. But it's easy to get it. I'm just procrastinator on some stuff, huh? Alright, goodbye people. I will see you later. Get to work, do some work. I'll give you a few more videos. This is not my only one. This is a long one, but it's not my only one.